Let's see. Today we're gonna compare two tank games, Battlezone and Robot Tank, and what makes these games particular, right? Is that they're like from the view of the tank.
Right. I mean, I think one of them is based off the arcade game, right?
Yeah, Battlezone. Actually, I think they're both arcade games, but Atari doesn't really do arcade games very well. Like for example, like Pac-Man looks horrendous, but Robot Tank and Battlezone actually do a pretty good job of it. Both of them have always been fun.
So one is made by Activision and the other one's made by Atari. Is that correct? All right. Yep. So which one you want to see first? Atari.
Yeah. Let's check out Battlezone.
Alright. Yeah, shall I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
I got shot at.
Yeah. I mean, this is really great for the Atari. You have gun sights on the top which light up when you line up your tank.
Okay, I think one.
Wait, let's look up behind you because even the radar works. Like on the top of the screen, like it shows ones in front of you and it's showing the ones behind you. So if that one sneaks up behind you, it's gonna hit you. I mean, you have treads on this thing that move left and right when you go. Drive left and right. I mean, it's pretty good for Atari.
Okay, this is the UFO.
Yeah, we call it a UFO. I'm pretty sure in your arcade there's probably like a little flying plane or something, but it always gets away from us. It never attacks you head on.
Really?
Yeah, it was always a pain in the ass to hit.
I kind of want to just like run away from it. Like, wow. What? Seriously?
Yeah, you have to really get up on it. Watch out for that tank coming to your right. There he goes.
Oh, okay, that's a plane.
That's a plane.
Yeah. Okay. And it's facing me.
Yeah.
Really like this game, didn't he?
Yeah, Dad used to play the crap out of this game. Well, Dad was a big tank fan to begin with, and I played the crap out of this game too. Like it's a like legitimately good Atari game.
Yeah, like it is. I mean, when I was playing this as a kid, like it seemed like, that was just a illusion. However, it looks really advanced. It looks like a game that you might see on the Nintendo.
Right.
Get the plane. Okay, wow, that's some fine work there.
Thanks. I'm blaming the freaking delay.
You know what? I think there's less of one now. No?
Yeah, there actually is less. What's funny is that
I've been shooting at those while turning, and I've been usually hitting with the targets unless it's just a coincidence.
What's funny to me is that because of the delay on the screen because we're recording this. I don't see the bullets coming out of the tank.
Yeah,
Well, these two guys have been chasing me the whole. Damn it!
All right, Robot Tank.
I think I got Robot Tank for my birthday, or was it Christmas? I can't remember what it was.
Okay, so this one was made by Activision in 1983, and the other one says on it 1983. Wow. Okay, so ready?
Yeah. Again, pretty advanced for an Atari game. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, everything. So like if a tank hits you, if a round from a tank actually hits you, you don't necessarily die. Like if it wings you, you could lose something on there. So like T I think was traction, V I think is visual. I can't remember what C meant. But what made the game interesting is that, you know, not only are you moving through the viewfinder, but again, depth perception on the screen moves. There's day and night, which is insane. Your radar still makes sense because you need it, especially times like now. So great. So now my treads are knocked out. I think if you survive long enough, I think the tank can get repairs.
So, do you think they were trying to make a better clone game? You know, it's like they were copying the game. However, like they were trying to make it like better. You know what I mean?
It's very possible. I can't remember if Battlezone or Robot Tank were two separate arcade games, or I'm thinking of one or the other. But I know one of them was actually like a Vectrex game. You know what I'm talking about? It had like the vector modes on it. I can't.
Right. I mean,
look, they got a rain alerts, and there just even how many days you've been fighting up on top of the screen along with the scoreboard. I wonder if this game has an end to it. You know, like I wonder if you hit a certain amount of tanks, if the game ends and you win. The problem with Atari games is that you never knew which games had endings, or at least official endings.
Didn't the military saw that arcade version and they asked for a version of that, like to use like for training in the military?
It's very possible. I actually don't know that story. I mean, like I probably did at some point, but I can't remember it now.
I had this problem where I think I then it went off.
I think Dad used to play this too.
What's funny is
anything with
that,
tanks on it, really.
You know, what is funny is that I remember the other version, Battlezone, being better because you could see like the actual tank. But now that I'm older, obviously it has more features. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bonus one tank, so now we got an extra life. Although I really would like a repair. Yeah, like the sunrise, right?
Yes.
It's great to be. Right. R means your radars.
Weren't there a few Activision games, you know, with a sunrise and a sunset, or like that kind of game?
There's a game called Enduro, which is an endurance race. I mean, this is basically like an endurance race for friggin' tanks.
You know, even the ground sort of had the same sort of fake sort of movement illusion thing. You know,
Yeah.
Their game may have had. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember.
Oh crap! I just lost the radar. Games like this kind of always made me wonder if Atari could have actually had like a first-person shooter, because I mean, you know, or even racing games we knew came about, but like this is actually a really good game.
All right, so which version do you like better? What do you like to play better?
Oh man, that's tough. I feel like when I was a kid, I liked Battlezone better, but
Yeah, it's funny. Like that's what I thought too.
as an adult, I kind of like Robot Tank. Like it's got more challenge to me. Like yeah, the tanks are much faster, but like it feels more like a modern game. I mean, like you have a radar, you have a HUD display. I mean, it's an Atari game with a freaking HUD display. You have again, you have depth. The fact that the sun comes up and the sun comes down. It's like a real time game, which again is something you see a lot more in advanced type games. I didn't even pick up on the fact that at the top of the screen tells you the days and what and the time. Like look at it right now. It's like second day, 2,200 hours, and there's a scoreboard. And the fact that there's a scoreboard on the top of the screen implies that this game might have an end at some point.
Actually, you know, I mean, I feel like Activision really like to have simulations. You know, like this one here. You know, I mean, like actually trying to simulate, you know, what it might be like inside a tank, and you know, like they seem to like making things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Activision always went the extra level. You know, always went the extra distance to make these games. It might mean that you're around. So what do you think?
Well, this is definitely more like action packed. Like it's definitely more action packed. Like it's quicker.
It's advanced. You know,
like and it's got those like sound effects and yeah. I mean like those tanks just like move much via like and you know what and that blocking bigger really does feel like it's getting closer like and you have to dodge it.
Yeah,
you know
it. Yeah, I mean like if Robotech was an arcade, I think it was a Vectrex game, but like this game still holds up, and even today it still holds up. Like and the game might even have an ending, as I said before. Like it's like. This is a game that I would get now as an adult, whereas Battlezone was more a great game when I was a kid. I mean, but they're both good games. But this one feels like a more advanced version of Battlezone. So, I mean, like I guess I would say that this one did it better. But I don't know. I mean, like there isn't that. I mean. But that isn't saying much because one game came out. Well, I don't know.
Like, I was gonna say like I'm sure Battlezone came out first and then Robot Tank came out later copying Battlezone, and so like obviously they will make it better. I mean that's how I feel. Like I'm just guessing, but I mean like I think it's silly to have like whether I mean like I get what they were doing. However, you know like to suddenly have like you know real life things like you're fighting in like Russia. Like in the middle of like winter or something like and snow's coming down like in the middle of battle it is a bit far
well that's the thing like yeah assuming this is in Russia I lost the instruction manual friggin' 30 years ago. I wonder if there was a story like I wonder if like this is supposed to be like in the future where like we're fighting a brand new country or what, but I don't know. Like the funny thing is that they didn't even have to call this Robot Tank. They could have literally just called this Tank, but I guess like they had to somehow differentiate it from Battlezone. I'm surprised the companies didn't sue each other.
Yeah. But I mean, one thing is that you are right. Like if they took this exact game and just maybe like made it look better. Like they could come out with this game right now, and like it would still hold up. And what we just said, like if it came out like on some other console, or if it was released as a new game. So
yeah,
definitely.
But I mean, I think both the games are good. I had to say the Robot Tank is the one that still holds up, or holds up better, I should say.
Yeah. All right. So
don't forget to like our channel, and if you want to see more of this game or any other game, let us know.
Adios.